The verdict's in, the trial's over, and Musk's fight is already moving somewhere else. This is Musk vs. Altman Daily. Today, the case moves from the jury box to the appeals court, and the argument Musk has to make is a lot narrower than his public framing suggests.
Hit follow, and you won't have to come looking for the next episode. So the jury never actually weighed in on whether OpenAI broke its promises. They just said Musk filed too late. What exactly is there left to appeal?
Right. That's the fight now. The jury's verdict, delivered in under 2 hours, found only that Musk's claims for breach of charitable trust and unjust enrichment were barred by the statute of limitations. Judge Yvonne Gonzalez-Rogers then accepted that advisory verdict as her own final ruling and dismissed the case from the bench, per Bloomberg law. So Musk goes to the Ninth Circuit with a narrower argument. The trial was thrown out on the wrong legal grounds before anyone reached the merits. His argument, which he posted on X, is that the case was decided on, quote, a calendar technicality, and that a jury never ruled on whether OpenAI actually abandoned its nonprofit mission. The two claims that ran out the clock were breach of charitable trust and restitution based on unjust enrichment. That second one, if he'd won, could theoretically have forced Altman and Brockman to hand back financial gains, per the jury's official verdict statement reported by Chatlaw's Substack. On appeal, his team has to convince the Ninth Circuit that the limitations clock was miscalculated, say, by arguing Musk couldn't reasonably have known about the alleged breach until later, or that Judge Gonzalez-Rogers made a legal error in how she applied or accepted the statute of limitations framework.
If the appeals court buys that the clock was wrong and sends it back, does that actually reopen the door to forcing OpenAI to unwind its for-profit restructuring?
In theory, yes. A successful appeal would mean a new trial on the merits, where remedies like blocking or reversing the restructuring could come back into play. But for now, as Newsweek noted, the ruling leaves OpenAI's current structure intact and removes a key legal cloud over its path toward a potential IPO. The question of whether OpenAI betrayed a charitable trust is still, in the words of multiple outlets covering the verdict, officially unanswered. If you follow Musk v. Altman daily for the stakes of AI power, try Anthropic Pentagon Watch, a daily briefing on Anthropic's fight with the DoD over Claude, military AI use, autonomous weapons, and procurement blacklisting. Find it wherever you listen to podcasts. You'll find links to every story we covered today in the show notes, if you want to dig further into the details. Thanks for listening, and have a good Friday. That's Musk v. Altman Daily for today. This is a Lantern podcast.